Beers and Brews! Beers and Brews! Have some coffee!
Good morning. Happy Saturday to you. Been kind of a rough couple of days. Having a little bit of coffee, trying to wake up. Delmer, Josh, good morning. Hope you guys are doing well. Oh, man. No, I'm not drinking Starbucks. I am actually drinking a Seattle's Best Coffee breakfast blend. So I don't get the fancy stuff this morning. Let's see. Ronnie, absolute joy to have you here. How's everybody going, man? How's everybody doing? What you got going on? I got a couple of things I wanted to talk about real quick. First off, I want to address this real quick. I'm not going to spend hardly any time on it at all. There's a lot of hyperbole and discussion and quite frankly crap going on online right now in the wake of the murder of Charlie Kirk. And I just want to say this. I want to say that, no matter what you believe, no matter if you agreed with him or not, it is never okay to take someone's life because you disagreed with them. And to celebrate somebody's demise, in my opinion, is downright evil. So let's try to do better. Okay. This online community should be something that we can be proud of, not something that, we have to be embarrassed about. That's all I'm going to say about that. Thad, what's up, brother? The other thing I wanted to say was, we've been, well, me and Sean have been talking about the future of the Legends and Lore show. The problem is that it takes me around 2 hours to create this show. It's a pre-recorded show, and this is if you don't know what it is, it's a show I do on Fridays where I talk about urban legends and myths and stuff like that. It takes me about 2 hours, 2.5 hours to create the show every week. With intros and outros and everything else, and do editing. The problem is that, hardly anybody's viewing it. Even on the playback, nobody's really going in afterwards to rewatch it. Thank you, Delmer. And my question to y'all, okay, because y'all are kind of my litmus test every week, because I have my regulars here on Beards and Brews. Should I bother continuing Legends and Lore? I think the last episode, if I'm not mistaken, has like 22 views, and I'm not doing it just for views, but if nobody's watching, there's really no reason to take the time to create it. You know what I mean? Well, I appreciate that, Josh. You know, I don't know about the notifications, but you know, the thing with this Legends and Lore show is that, you know, I wanted to bring something to the table that was other than facial hair and caps. You know, I wanted to try to do something interesting, and you know, I know Josh has watched every episode and everything, um, and I appreciate it. I'm just trying to figure out how to move forward. What I should rice rocket. Uh, I'm just trying to figure out what I should do moving forward because I got a lot of good ideas for it. I just want to make a show that people are actually going to watch, you know, and enjoy. And thank you, Dumber. I'm glad you love it, bro. Um, I was going to do a show last night, uh, but the problem last night was, uh, quite frankly, I have a bad hip. Yes, I'm old. I have a bad hip, and it was really bothering me last night, and I couldn't put things together in time. Uh, but if y'all want me to keep going, I'll keep going. You know, because at the end of the day, even if I've got, you know, 3 or 4 viewers, uh, you know, that actually enjoy it, then I guess it's worth it. So now let's talk about the fall season real quick. I know that, you know, fall scents and everything are the big rage in the beard community right now. Uh, always is this time of year. Uh, I've gotten some pretty cool fall scents lately. Well, yeah, Delmer, you know, and that's the thing. If I don't take care of myself, who is? You know, I appreciate you. Uh, Josh, the next episode, I'm kind of torn. I see, and this is the other thing. Josh asked me what the next episode's going to be about, and this is the thing. I put a poll out in Bearded Scallywags and Demented Ones, and I think only 3 people responded to the poll in Scallywags, and nobody responded to the poll in Demented Ones. So that got me thinking. You know, is it worth it? Um, my 2 ideas are either famous curses, legendary curses, like the Hope Diamond, King Tut's tomb, that type of thing, or the Amityville Horror House. So I'll tell you what, Delmer, Josh, whoever's in here, you tell me which one, and I'll do it. I'm good with either one. They're both interesting subjects. Um, but what I was saying about the fall was that there's a lot of good fall scents coming out. I've gotten a few. Uh, there's some that I'm really looking forward to. Valhalla Beard and Bodies coming out with some banging stuff. I was able to get a couple of things early to test, and you guys aren't going to be disappointed. Um, Delmer, the curse is cool. Ah, Ronnie, yeah, that's a problem. Um, but I've gotten some early stuff from Valhalla that I think y'all are really going to dig. Excuse me. There's stuff that Daniel Noblet from Grindstone is going to be putting out here in October that absolutely looks phenomenal. Um, you know, just some killer stuff. Bomb Drop, Bones, Beard, and Body is just crushing the fall scents. And I'm sure that Ronnie is probably coming out with something fall centric. But what I wanted to show you today was this. This is the beard conditioner from Valorhood called Grave Walker. This is their seasonal scent. I believe this comes back every year, and it is back now. This is just, it says Harvest Spice Blend, but this is absolutely probably some of the best conditioner I've ever used. It is the only conditioner that I've been using lately. I just got a new one from that was sent to me from Bomb Drop. That's killer. But this one is fall in a bottle, and it works like a dream. Valorhood out of New Jersey. You get a chance to check out Grave Walker, I think you really should. And let me tell you something, 10-ounce bottle, aluminum bottle. Okay, 10-ounce aluminum bottle, $24. That ain't bad. You know, I've seen beard washes and conditioners in an 8-ounce bottle go for that much. I've seen I've seen a 4-ounce bottle go for $20. So that's a good deal. Valorhood, check them out. Yeah, you're right there, Delmer, man. Facebook puts what they think you want to see, and it's a crapshoot. I mean, it, you know, I can't tell you how many times I feel like a jackass because somebody will comment on one of my posts and I don't get the notification. So, you know, 2 days later, I check my my posts and somebody's commented and I've missed it, and I feel like I'm, you know, people are going to think I'm ignoring them, and that's not the way that works. Let's see. Yeah, it was supposed to drop end of August. Yeah. Well, you know what, Ronnie? I'll tell you. You know, it's like we said on the Demented show the other night. You could throw uh, that fall stuff in an old milk jug and send it to me with no label and just Sharpie written on it, and I'd be happy. I am sure it's going to be killer, whatever you're cooking up. I'm really, really looking forward to it. Uh, you and Ricky are absolutely one of my top 5 beard companies on my shelf, and I've really started to narrow down uh, the companies that I've been using. And the simple fact is this: you can't try everything. You can't try everything, and there's no point in having 1,000 brands on your shelf. You know, you just end up with way too many oils. You end up with way too many products that are more likely to go bad over time because you're not going to be able to wear everything every week. Um, you know, so basically on my shelf right now, I've got Valhalla Beard and Body. I've got Grindstone Grooming. I've got Flaming Beard, Bones Beard and Body, Tameless Tallow, and Bomb Drop. Those are the main ones that I've got on my shelf. Um, you know, there's the 2 liquid butters that I've been using religiously are Flaming Beard and Bones Beard and Body. Both are fantastic. Um, but you know, and a if I find a company, a new company that I haven't tried that looks interesting, and I have the money, which is more often than not, I don't. But I'll try them. You know, because as a reviewer, I have to expand a little bit, and I have to you know try new stuff. I have to I can't just review the same companies over and over again, because then people start to think that I'm some sort of company shill. Matter of fact, something interesting. Anybody who knows me, really knows me, knows that I'm not a big fan of Fable beard care, Fable beard oils. Uh, Not that they're bad, not that they're terrible. I've had some not so great interactions with the owners. Uh, Valhalla Beard and Body, Flaming Beard and Tameless Tallow. Delmer, let me tell you something. You can't go wrong with any of those three, honestly. Um, but I've had some not so great interactions with the owners of Fable in the past. And, but let me tell you something. I've had a lot of people saying, hey, when are you going to review a Fable oil? Well, it just so happens that the other day I got an email from Fable stating that from way back in the day, I still had some Fable bucks available, and so I bought one of the fall oils from Fable the other day. It only cost me $7, and I figure I'll give y'all a Fable review, and I will be, I'm going to review the product, not the owners. Uh, I will give you a fair and balanced review, I promise you. So look out for that. Uh, and I'm sorry that I keep leaning in. I am half blind. Um, Many years we got alcohol from a bootlegger that lived out in the middle of the woods, and everything he bought was in a gallon milk jug. Hell yeah, bro. I live in North Georgia. Gallon milk jugs and mason jars are a staple out here. Uh, you've been seeing a lot of Fable in your feed. See, that's the thing. Uh, and this is the kind of funny part about it. I used to be in the Fable storytellers group, and I made one small criticism about something, and I got booted and banned. uh, I am actually banned from the Fable group page and their business page. I'm blocked. Go figure. Um, you know, but if you're not pissing somebody off, I guess you're not doing it right. Uh, hey, Josh Carter, Bane blends, man, good stuff. I've got a couple of Bane blends, and they're fantastic. La Figue and Twisted Pumpkin and Dread Marsh Hollow. Ronnie, you're killing me. If if those three are what I have in my brain, uh, what they're going to be, yeah, I'm going to need those. Now, and along the lines, talking about Fable, this is the thing. I have not, Delmer, there goes my check, right? Um, I have not used Fable in probably 4.5 years. No joke. So I'm actually kind of interested to see if anything's changed with the with the blend, with the scents, that type of thing. So I will give a fair and balanced review, and uh, hopefully it's good. Oh, you know what, Ronnie? I guarantee you they're going to surpass my brain because everything that I've gotten from you has. You know, when I first got Caribbean Black, I had it in my brain of, oh, this is going to be this, and I got it, and it was so much more. Um, you know, my absolute favorite from you, Folklore. I had it in my head that it was going to be, uh, you know, something special, but I didn't know how special it really was. I've actually uh, almost gone through 2 bottles of that. Yeah, don't. I'm with Dumber. Everything I've gotten from Flaming Beard has not only been a winner, but it's actually been better than expected. The picture, oh, on the label is a creepy dude in the woods holding a bowl of candy. I like creepy. Uh, the other thing I wanted to tell you about fall when it comes to beard care is one thing that a lot of people overlook is exfoliation. When you're taking a shower, you know, exfoliate that beard, get that dead skin and that old grit and salt out of your beard. Phil, um, and I have found the best way to do that is with one of these. Uh, these are silicone, and when you're soaping up your beard with your beard wash, just kind of run it through. You don't have to do it hard. You don't have to be forceful with it, but this will get all that dead skin, particulates, salt, grit, and grime out of your beard. Um, and another thing that does is it creates more blood flow to your face. And when you have more blood flow, your beard's going to grow a whole lot quicker. So, fun little tip for you was internet issues, huh, Phil? Well, you're here now, bro. That's what matters. Uh, Anybody got anything super interesting that they want to bring up, or they got any questions? Let me know. And this is what I want y'all to realize is that when I do this show, if you have any questions whatsoever, ask me. I'll answer them as honest and openly as possible. They can be personal questions, they can be beard care questions, they can be about caps, flannels, whatever. But you know, I like the interaction of uh, people being willing to ask questions, and I like being able to answer them for you. Ronnie, you sell these? I'm gonna have to go look on the site then because I hadn't seen them. Maybe I'm looking in the wrong place. I got this. I got this. I think from Sephora. I was in there with my wife and I saw it, and I think I paid 10 or 12 bucks for it. But yeah. What's my favorite Celtic punk band? Good Lord. And this is where I'm not huge into Celtic punk. And the reason is not because I don't like it. It's just it's one of those things that doesn't normally hold my attention music wise. But I'd have to say Flogging Molly. and that's because their lead guy, Dave King. I was a big fan of Dave King back when he was with Fastway. Absolutely incredible singer. So we are going with Flogging Molly. Oh, okay. Rick's probably not put it on the site yet. Well, when he does, I'm going to try to grab an extra one because they're fantastic. But yeah, Delmer, what's your favorite Celtic punk band? I have a feeling I know, but who's your favorite? You're going to have to forgive me, man. The weather change always messes with my chest, my sinuses. I sound like a bulldog eating mayonnaise. And it doesn't help that I smoke, but oh well. Yeah, Josh, Flogging Molly, man. Flogging Molly's a great band. I mean, the thing with the Celtic punk is it's great music. I I can't listen to it for more than about an hour before I'm going, okay, I'm bored. I want to go on to something else. You know what I mean? If that makes sense. See, I figured you were going to say the Rum Jacks or you were going to say Dropkick. I knew it was one of the two. Um, Now I am a big fan of old school punk. Um, you know, I'm a big fan of bands like Dead Kennedys, uh, Circle Jerks. One of my favorite fun bands ever was the Dead Milkmen. I love Black Flag, stuff like that. Uh, when I listen to punk, that's kind of more what I listen to is the older stuff. Well, because I'm old. Um, but lately I've been listening to a lot of blues rock, and quite frankly, some southern rock. Old Molly Hatchet, Skinner. Uh, there's a band that doesn't get enough love out there, and not a whole lot of people know about them. It was an old band from the South called Grinder Switch. Been listening to a lot of that stuff. Absolutely killer stuff. And I've actually been listening to kind of a lot of folk music. Simon and Garfunkel, Gordon Lightfoot, stuff like that. That's what I listen to when I want to get mellow. Let's see. Social Distortion. Yeah. Well, the thing with Social Distortion for me is I don't really put them in a punk, old school punk category. I kind of put them in, I call them rock-a-punk. They're kind of a rockabilly punk hybrid to me. Love them. Seen them several times live, and I think Mike Ness is an absolute monster. But you know, I don't clarify them as old school punk. That's just me personally. Delmer, Muddy Waters, man. Jeez, dude. And that's the thing. Uh, The problem with today's youth, yes, this is a get off my lawn moment. Uh, when you get somebody between 25 and 35, when you mention the blues to them, they go, "Ooh, Eric Gales or Joe Bonamassa." No, 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 no. You need Muddy Waters. You need Elmore James. You need Howlin' Wolf. You need the older guys. You need to listen to those guys before you listen to somebody like Joe Bonamassa. Joe Bonamassa, fantastic guitar player, but in my opinion, he has almost zero true soul to his playing. But that's just me. Oh, let's see. What do we got? Doo-doo-doo. So, John Lee Hooker, Sun House, buddy guy. Let me tell you something. Uh, People would do themselves a favor listening to some Sun House. No joke. Um, Absolutely just amazing, amazing voice, uh, and you know, very raw guitar playing. Love that shit. Um, you know, I for years I played in bands. I played in every kind of band you can imagine. I played in, you know, hair metal bands back in the day, black metal bands, thrash bands, and I've even played in some old school blues bands. And you know, uh, to me, the blues is the basis for just about any type of rock and roll there is out there. And yes, Sun House will get in your soul. Oh, look who just fucking joined us. What's up
You.
there, Sean?
What's up, bud?
How
What's
you
happening?
doing?
I'm all right, man. Running around, running around. How's everything with the show? How's everybody doing out there? Crushing it
Doing
out.
good. We got 7 in here right now. We got Ronnie, we got Delmer, we got Phil, we got Josh. You know, we're just having a time.
Nice. There it is. I caught a few minutes of the beginning, man, and then started delivering a little bit. So
Gotcha. Now, you delivering for Boeing or the farm today?
probably both, if I can make it. I'm at Boeing right now, so
Gotcha.
I don't want to say too loud in case the boss is watching. I'm live, but yeah, then maybe the farm. I don't know, but I'm about drained, man. This whatever this is has been beating the crap out of me. So I might go home for a little bit after this, just do the farm tomorrow.
Well, I'll be honest with you. The way you've been feeling, uh, that's what I would do.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah, it might
get
end up. And then
get
my
a couple
dumbass
hours in.
yesterday with the key fob, dumbass move of me. But yeah. So what's going on with everybody, man? We got there, Delmer. What's up, bro? Uh,
Not a whole lot. We've been talking about. Uh, well, we've been talking about music for the last 10 minutes, but we touched on some fall stuff. I was letting I was letting them know that I was actually going to review a Fable oil,
right.
and uh, then we got talking about fall stuff. And Ronnie, God, the stuff she says she's coming out with, I'm just chomping at the bit.
Nice. Yeah, I can't wait till she gets those labels. I want to try that twisted pumpkin. I'm gonna order the air freshener, but I want to try that oil too, man. Or liquid butter
I
if
want
she's
to
making
try
it.
them all.
Huh?
I want to try them all. Everything that just from the names, I'm going, yeah, I got to have that.
Yeah, I haven't heard any except for that twisted. I just saw that twisted pumpkin pop up for the under air fresheners. I'm like, whoa! But then I looked and see it under oil, but she said labels are coming. So
You got one
uh,
called La Fig, Twisted Pumpkin, and let me see if I can. Let's see. She said what they were. I'm trying to.
what's all right. We don't need to hold the show. I'll find out after, man.
Dread Marsh Hollow.
Ooh, that sounds good. That sounds good. Hey, good morning, Ronnie. Good morning, Josh. Thank you, man. Yeah, everything's the update on my dad, man. I appreciate you asking. He's in the rehab, so hopefully he's still confused. He's still doing his thing, but he's having a little more moments of clarity. So the feeding tube and stomach helping. So hopefully in about a week or so he might be able to be home, or he might go to a graded down rehab first and then go home. One of the two. So we'll find out. But he's in a really good rehab that does 3 a days on him. So between speech, physical, and everything else. So.
Well, I know I am, and I know a lot of people are still praying for him, and we wish your family nothing but the best, man.
Thanks. But
Ronnie, you say you dropped picks in mid-August. Honestly, this goes back to what I was saying earlier. I'm not getting a lot of people's picks and posts on my feed. I don't know if I'm shadow banned like Sean or what, but I don't get a lot of updates from people, and it's really starting to piss me off.
thanks, Delmer. Yeah, it gets annoying with that, man. I didn't see him either, honestly. I'll have to double check. I'll have to look. But that's cool. Can't wait. Fall is here. We'll be talking more about that with Bishop. Is joining us on Wednesday. So on the Demented show, and I think we might have actually double booked. So we might have Bishop and Southern Beard, unless Southern Beard was the following week. Because I forgot I booked Bishop, and then I think he booked Southern Beard because I forgot Bishop was this Wednesday. Well, anyway, we'll talk about that after the show. But so we'll figure that out, or we'll just do both. Have a free run on some beard stuff, Southern Beard, and we got Bishop. You know what I mean? We'll see what's going on.
Sounds good. Now, are we doing the Chris thing tonight?
I'm going to talk to him and find out. I really wanted to promote more of it. I've been so down and out. I haven't promoted anything or got the t-shirts. I haven't done nothing really. I've been literally the other night. I literally left the doctor's, fevered, went to work, pulled in my driveway at 11 o'clock, and I had my phone trying to check in on Scallywags and had my coffee. And I woke up to my alarm going off in my car. I just never even made it inside. I fell asleep in my damn car. Woke up at 5:10 in the morning to get ready for work again. So this week's been a nightmare for me. So I'm going to find out. I'm going to ask him if he still wants on. If he does, we'll do it. If not, I'm going to try and make it for next weekend. But if he wants to come on tonight, man, we'll push through. But
Hey, man, I'm down. You just let me know.
All right.
Phil, fall sounds like a good time to check out Flaming Beard. Absolutely, dude. Anytime is a good time to check out Flaming Beard.
Yeah, they'd be rocking, man.
Just phenomenal, man. And that Nebula Nectar that they came out with was one of the best summer scents ever.
Yeah, absolutely. People are killing it. You know, Tim killed it too with his last drop, man. That Svatlahara or whatever that one was.
Svartalheim.
Yeah, whatever that shit is. But man, that smells great, man.
Whatever the fuck that's called.
But that Nebula, yeah, that might actually be my favorite summer scent of all time, or definitely top few. Maybe that was Sea of Thieves from Florida Boys, and maybe a couple others, but like right there, that's a great one, man.
Well, I gotta say, my top summer scents, and this is no particular order, were Suitor Cleanse from Valhalla, which was very orange heavy. Nebula Nectar, and honestly, I really dug Get to the Choppa from Grindstone. But I'm a little different than you are, Sean. I like the earthier stuff, but that one was good, and there were some good summer scents, and I have a feeling that there are going to be even better fall ones.
I don't know. I didn't think. I thought this summer, like a lot of the scents that came out weren't very summery. I thought you know what I mean? There was some, but a lot of them were just regular scents that came out. You know what I mean? I thought anyway.
I agree with that, but there were a few that
handful, but
ticked the boxes. You know, the problem is that these owners they have to they have to try to they're constantly having to try to come up with something unique, and sometimes it's tough, man. Uh, everybody during the summer expects fruity, citrus, uh, grassy, and there's only so much you can do to
Right.
put stuff
I don't
together.
even go by the seasons half the time. I'll wear stuff whenever. You know what I mean?
You're
Ronnie,
right, Ronnie.
yeah.
But yeah, and this is the thing. I've got friends of mine uh, that will only go seasonal. If it's summer, they will only wear a summer scent. If it's fall,
Yeah, I don't.
fall. When I can't do that.
I
I
wear
can't do that.
my favorite scents are kind of like the fall and winter, man. Like I like a lot of the dark stuff. I mixed with sweet. Like I don't like it like just earthy, but like like a dark cologne type of stuff. I wear
Right.
that all season long. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
And there's gonna be some pretty, and I'm gonna have a couple really dark cologne like scents coming out in the new year, January, February. So looking
Nice.
forward to that. But
Well, I'm looking forward to whatever you're cooking up for sure. And it's funny because like Ronnie and Ricky got Santa's sleigh. I'll wear that any time of year.
yeah, that's cool.
And
Funny you said that. I almost ordered that as my air freshener. I'm still trying to figure out which air fresheners I want to get, but I almost ordered that one.
I had it burning in my wax melter just yesterday.
That was the scent that got me hooked on Flaming Beard. Honestly,
Yep.
I ordered that first, and then I was telling you about it, and then it was like just everyone since been good.
Well, I got it because you got it.
Josh, I'm all over the place too. I wear whatever I get the inclination to put on. I'll rock fall scents in the middle of summer. Yeah, I'm the same way, man. And I mix a lot too. I'll throw in like I swear I'll throw like a whatever one company in the beard, one cologne, and you know what I mean, or different oil and butter. I mix a lot of stuff, man. So
I used to not be a mixer, but now I find that uh, uh, I end up mixing more often than not. Like the other night, I threw in I threw in Shooter Cleanse from Valhalla, the orange one, and I dropped half a dropper full of Fireside from Flaming Beard in there just to give it some smokiness,
yeah,
and then I wore the Svartalheim cologne with it. So
yeah, exactly. So yeah, I mix all over the place. You know what I mean? All over the place. I'm sorry, guys. I'm moving all around my work truck. It's getting hot in here, and I'm not turning the truck on, so I get no air because I don't want to. I don't want the whole in the background.
Ronnie, you know what? This is the thing. Uh, I wear my mood often, and you say that we're all so sweet. This is the thing. You deserve all the praise that you can get because you're absolutely killing it, and we appreciate you. Now, Sean, you got any horror news or?
I don't have much, man. I haven't really been. I brought up a couple things on Wednesday. For anybody that didn't, Eli Roth is on a mission, man. Eli Roth he's got Ice Cream Man movie coming out, which he says is going to be the most twisted thing he's come out with, which is hard to believe, being he made Hostel.
Yeah.
speaking of, but it actually seems like it's going to be a really great storyline, a little bit original. Hostel, the TV show, is coming. And
I don't understand how they're going to make that work, but we'll see.
Yeah, I have no idea. And then there's another project he's wrapped up in Well, he's one that always kind of has his hands mixed in with little things here and there. We got the Conjuring TV shows was announced this week, so about that. What?
See, to me, when you say hostile TV show, to me that's kind of like making an Exorcist TV show. It's like how would you really work that?
Well, The Exorcist. Well, it's funny you said that because the Exorcist TV show that came out several years ago was phenomenal, and they
I
ended
didn't even know there was one.
Oh, it was phenomenal, and then they canceled it. I'm like, I think it only lasted 2 seasons. It had, yeah, you should definitely check that out. It was actually really good. It was like a detective and a priest, and I loved it. I thought it was the best interpretation of. Actually, I liked it more than the movies. You know what I mean? Because it was more like a CSI, but Exorcist wise. You know what I mean? Like looking
Okay.
for different. Each one was a different person helping. Really
Well,
good.
I'll tell you, and I'm in the minority on this. The Exorcist to me was boring. The movie.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, it was. I mean, back then it was, but now it's when you watch it with all the other stuff coming out. I think some of the other exorcism type movies were a little bit more punchy. I
Right.
like the Exorcist, but I mean, it's yeah. I know what you
I
mean.
mean, I'll watch it, but this is the thing, when you go back and you look, when it came out, there were reports of people fainting and puking and having seizures and a couple of people having heart attacks, and I'm going, really?
Yeah. They say that now in almost like every horror movie. It makes me laugh, and then I'll watch it and it'd be like nothing.
Yeah, it's like, come on, man.
Yeah,
I think these.
Amityville is getting a remake again. Amityville by MGM and Amazon is getting a reboot. I don't know. We'll see. Some have been okay. Some sucked. A lot of people didn't like it, but I loved the Ryan Reynolds one from whatever it was, 02, 03, 04.
I liked it. I liked it up until they got into the plot line of the Native Americans behind the wall. It just didn't
Yeah.
make sense.
I mean, that
It
was
didn't
different.
flow.
Yeah, that was definitely different. But I mean, I dug it as a remake. I thought Ryan Reynolds was fantastic. Yeah, they did say that about Terrifier. They say that about
Yep.
so many movies. This movie is so rough, people are leaving the theater. Most of the time I'm finding out they're leaving the theater because the movie sucked, not because it's scared.
Well, and that's the thing. You look at something like Exorcist, and they're going, "Oh, people had seizures and they puked and every." I would see that more with the Hostel movies than I would with something like,
Uh,
Exorcist.
Yeah, because I'm not really into the whole just like butchering type of thing. Like I want at least some sort of storyline and plot. Even like everybody loved it, but like Saw 1, even though I love Carrie Elways, I thought that movie was so boring, dude. Like
Dude,
when it's just the two of them in the room the entire movie. I thought the later Saws were way better than the original.
the first Saw, in my opinion, sucked.
Yeah, I liked it, but I thought it was boring. You know what I mean? It was just the two of them in the room, and I love Carrie Elways, man. But
I do too, man. Now I don't know if it was 2 or 3. The one scene in all the Saw movies that just made me cringe was the chick falling into the fucking needle pit.
yeah.
Oh,
That was rough.
I was like, ugh.
Yeah, and I'll still to this day change lanes if I'm in front of like a log truck or something.
Dude, matter of fact, my wife and I, we were going to lunch one day a couple of weeks ago, and there was a log truck in front of us, and my wife just looked at me and she's like, back off. This is some fucking movie shit. And I'm like, all right.
Delmer said that was 2. That was part 2 with the needle pit. I couldn't remember which one.
I thought it was 2, but I couldn't remember if it was 2 or 3. But the needle pit, good Lord. Ooh.
And actually, now that we're talking about Saw, I think there is another Saw thing coming as well.
Yeah, I heard something about I forgot what the basic premise was, but I heard something about it.
Yeah, so we'll have to see. I'm not too sure, but but yeah, that's about it, man. That's all I got. I'm trying to get because people have messaged about the pumpkin shirts. I'm trying to get them up. I'll try and get them up for tomorrow, man. I've just been, like I said, it's been a rough week, rough couple few weeks really, but this week especially. But so I'll get some of that up, man, for some beer and scallywag news. Plus, I have the the demented ones shirts up, and the for anybody that would care for one, a demented show shirt and cap up, printed cap. Now, with this new vendor, I can do printed caps. So I'm gonna have some caps with logos. I can put them on anything from Flex Fit to truckers to dad caps to whatever. So
Now, I want to tell everybody, and this is no joke, when he gets this pumpkin one up, y'all need to snag that one because it's freaking cool.
yeah, I dig that pumpkin.
That one is just cool. And yeah, it's a fall shirt, but it's the type of design I'd wear anytime.
Yeah, I think so too. Be a good Thanksgiving shirt also.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
But all right, guys. Well, I'm gonna hop off of here. I just wanted to pop in with everyone, man. Keep crushing it.
Appreciate you.
What's that?
Said appreciate you.
Yeah, appreciate you too, man.
And
Everybody watching, keep crushing it.
yep. And you let me know what happens when you talk to Chris. And yeah, man, crush the day, my friend.
All right, guys. Much love.
Much love, bro. So as we wind this show down this morning, I want to know, and you don't have to tell me in the comments here. You know, you can message me or whatever. I want to know what you guys want to see out of not just legends and lore. I want to know what you want to see out of this show and demented ones. You know, we're always looking for ideas. We're always looking for guests, and you know, this this is the problem that I've been having lately. Is like there's almost no spark in the bearded scallywags or demented ones group lately. And we need to get that spark back. We need people participating. We need people posting. We need shenanigans back. Okay. You know, we've got 15,000 members plus in bearded scallywags and the same 5, 6 people that post. Um, you know, it's it's a great group, man, and we need to get it back to where it was. Uh, you know, so uh, send suggestions, mine or Sean's way, and of how we can do that because bearded scallywags, especially, is too good of a brotherhood and sisterhood to let it go the way of your average group. You know what I mean? So, yeah, there's that. Guys, I can't thank you guys enough for popping in and hanging out with me this morning. I always really enjoy this show. Well, this live show. Um, it does me good to get my weekend started off right, and I hope it does you good to get yours started off right. I appreciate you. Sean appreciates you. The whole bearded scallywags group, demented group appreciates you. And we just cannot thank you enough. Delmer, thank you so much. Absolutely great. Every time I see you in here, uh, does does my old heart good. All right, guys. Yeah, hey man, when it gets when it gets big, sometimes things get slower. But we got to get back to where people are excited again. You know what I mean? All right, guys. Hey, and Josh, and that's the thing. This is what this show and the Demented Show are both meant to be, just like a group of friends hanging out. We're from all over the country, and this is the best way to bring people together, to where they can be face to face and enjoy each other's company. And that's what it's really all about, brotherhood and sisterhood. And can't thank y'all enough. Thank you to everybody that popped in. Thank you to everybody that will watch this on the replay, if they do. And remember, kids, you matter. I hope everybody has a beautiful Saturday and a fantastic weekend. Much love. Appreciate you.